Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in one of my favorite tanks in the game, the Hellcat 105. This tank is disgusting. The camo on it is awesome. The gun is amazing. The fact that you can switch to premium rounds and do more damage and have more penetration is absolutely wrong in every way possible. That's why it's so good. If you don't have this tank, you are playing the game wrong. You need to get this tank. That's how good it is. I'm not kidding whatsoever. So I decided to pull this game out, or pull this tank out this week because the Super Hellcat came out. I got a little bit of a, encouragement. Hey, I'm going to try the old Hellcat 105, see how it does, or see how it plays compared to the new Super Hellcat. And this thing is way better than the Super Hellcat. This thing is the real Super Hellcat, if you ask me. The new tank doesn't really have much going for it. It's up tier 7. You're going to see tier 9s in the Super Hellcat. I mean, I don't really see the want to get it. I mean, I probably will get it eventually someday, but it's just, why would you get that tank when you can just play this tank? This tank is just, it's probably a lot better than that thing. You probably would beat it in a 1v1 all day just because of that humongous heat damage you have with this thing. But anyways, we're on steps. We got a great game for you. We take a shot in the bad chat. We track him. He doesn't spot us, which is awesome. This camo on this thing is disgusting. You get behind a bush, they're not going to see you for days. It's awesome. But I used to be really bad at playing TDs, actually, like lightly armored TDs like this. But I had a clanmate who is really good at playing them, actually. His name is Cherry Bomb, and he posted a couple videos of him playing in this tank, and I watched him, and I was like, wow, okay, that's how I'm supposed to play this tank. Okay, so I ended up trying it out, and it ended up working out really good. And it's been history ever since. It's been awesome. So this tank is pretty sweet, but it's going to be a pretty awesome situation that we're going to be in later on. We're going to have to put the clutch pants on for sure and work with one of our heavy tanks on the team and try to win. And we are bottom tier in this game. We can't be more bottom tier pretty much. So I was a little worried at first just because we were bottom tier and I wasn't really looking forward to facing guys who have a lot of hit points, which is the biggest downfall of this tank specifically, is the hit points on it. And then the traverse speed can be a little rough. It leaves something to be desired for sure. You can work with it, you just got to be real careful. The biggest key with playing lightly armored TDs like this is you cannot get spotted. If you get spotted, you're probably going to die. Or you need to, if you do get spotted, you need to find cover quickly. So we're going to use these bushes and trees up here to just sneak some shots in on this guy. We kind of lead that guy a little too much and whiz right over his head, unfortunately. So this flank is pretty much going to fall. We're going to lose this flank very badly. So we gotta do our best to put in as much damage as we can before we fall back. This thing's got great speed, so I'm not really worried about, leaving too early or leaving too late and them catching me off guard. So we're just putting shells into these guys right here. And if you look at the scoreboard, it's already it was just 8 to 12. Now it's 8 to 11, but we got the heat loaded. We're spamming heat. Bottom tier, you pretty much have to. The armor piercing is good on this tank, but the fact that I'm bottom tier, there's really no point in using armor piercing right now. I just got to spam heat. So now we're trying to take the CS-53 out of the game, and I know at this distance he's probably going to spot me because he does have good view range, so I was hoping he would keep driving. I could shoot him when he was behind the bush, but he hits the brakes and stops, and unfortunately we get spotted right there. I'm not really worried about it right now. I got this is a good position where I'm at on this mountain. I got this hill to cover me. I'm not very tall, so I'm just going to wait until I go unspotted before I start peeking the guys on the right again. Skoda pops out, or TVP, excuse me, put a shell into him. And that heat is awesome at tier 6. It's disgusting. So we can put another shell on him, wait for him to get behind the bush, boom. Hit him right there, doesn't spot us, thankfully. We're just trying to find targets right here. Can we put a shell into this guy, the CS-44? Aim in, boom, right through it. I think I went through his turret ring or something like that. I don't know, he's a lightly armed tank, so we got plenty of pen to go through him. Put one into VK, yep, yes we can, boom. We're just literally firing as fast as we can. Every time we're loaded, we're pulling that trigger, at least trying to. Popping the food whenever we can. Put another shot into VK. Now it kind of goes to the left a little bit and hits him in the track instead. I'm just trying to find shots here. Can we hit the VK again? Nope. I thought he was going to pull forward, but he ended up backing up, so we missed the shot on him. Not a big deal. It's 5 to 9. Can we put a shell into this CS-44? Boom. Yes, we do. We sneak it in, blind fire him, get him taken out of the game. That's awesome. Good for us. And then the TVP pops up. He spots us. And for some reason, he didn't aim at us right there. I don't think he realized we were on his left. But good for us. We didn't have to take a hit there that we didn't want to. So we take him out of the game too. And now I'm just kind of looking back at our base, or where we spawned at least, not our base. And I noticed that one of my medium tanks is in trouble. So a big key in winning games like this where you have to clutch it up is you need to have good map awareness. So the whole time I was shooting at the guys in the right flank right there and defending that flank, I was watching watching my team behind me pretty much and seeing how they were doing and how many guys were pushing them, medium tanks, heavy tanks, stuff like that. So you could do that while you're reloading. So while this gun was reloading, I was doing that. So try to sneak a shell into this guy. We miss. I think he hits the rock because he's behind it. He gets tracked. We're going to put another shell into him right here. Are we going to get spotted? Yes, we do get spotted right there, but he's not really paying attention to us. I kind of back up a little bit just in case, and we take a hit from behind. I think that was the VK that hit us, so that was kind of unfortunate. And then we got this T-29 rolling up the middle, or excuse me, T-78, my bad, not T-29. He gets hit by somebody. We missed a shot on him because he brake checks us, unfortunately. Can we get a shot into him? Yes, we can. Boom, take him out of the game. Now, at one point right there is 2v6 right before we fired that shot off, so now it's 2v5. And now we're running so that medium tank doesn't hit us, and he barely misses us. And now I'm waiting for the arty shell to come in. Here it comes. Is it going to hit us? We're going to take a hit. Oh, yes, he misses us. He hits way out in front of us, thankfully. So I knew that medium tank was coming around that bottom side, so I knew if I didn't move, he was going to probably take me out of the game. Our heavy tank takes him out, thankfully. Good teamwork from him. He has plenty of health left, so I'm not really worried about losing the game at this point. I definitely know I need to stay alive just in case. We get the spot off on the VK right there. He's never going to spot us at this range. And I do take a risk right here and pull the shot before I'm fully aimed in just because I don't want to risk him backing up and me missing or something like that. So it was a risk to take and ended up pulling off. Tiger 1 gets spotted and he spots us too when we fired that last shot. So now I got to turn around and run. I'm not really worried about him because he's got the stock gun. So he's not really a threat to me. He didn't seem like a very good player either. So at this point I was thinking we were probably going to win. But, you know, you can't get too cocky. You just got to play it careful. And that's why I'm trying to put distance between me and him just in case, you know, we end up getting hit by arty or something like that. I don't want to get spotted. So we roll out, spot him, take a shot into him. He starts pushing towards us or pushing our way. So I pull back behind the bush. That way he can't see us. And then we put another shell into him for like, what, 226 or 326 right there. We roll a little bit low. Not roll low, but we didn't roll high and kill him. So he gets taken out by our heavy tank, the Minotaur. And now it's basically just cleanup time. So I load up that HE. I'm going for the arties. We're popping food basically as much as we could at that game just because we were always in the thick of it, always in the battle. We really need that extra crew boost right there. So I knew the arties were shooting from behind the railroad tracks over here at their spawn. So I'm going to pop up on this little ridge right here and see if I can spot him. And I do. And then I get spotted at the same time. And I was like, oh, crap. I got to aim the shot in first. I got to fire first. And boom. Luckily, it goes over the ridge, hits him. Okay, now I'm like, okay, now I got to take out the Lorraine, the tier 8. So I'm just going to rush him. He's away from me right now. So I'm like, okay, if I rush him, I could probably take him out of the game before he turns around. And he starts to turn. I'm like, oh, crap. So we pop over the ridge. Boom, we put a shell into him, and we don't pin him. I was like, oh, no, he's going to kill me. I'm like, reload. Come on, we got to beat him. We're going to beat him. Boom, we take him out of the game. Thank God. Oh, that sucked. French arty tank doesn't have any armor whatsoever, and we don't pin him. So we must have hit his track or something like that. But crazy game, 2v6. We were able to pull it off, escaping death multiple times. And even though we were bottom tier this game, it really didn't feel like we were just because of how good this tank is. And that's why it's the real Super Hellcat, in my opinion. Yeah, we get the Pascucci's medal. We've already 3-marked it. Awesome tank. Definitely love playing it. If you don't have it, go get it. You will love it. Equip it with all the camo perks, camo net, optics, get vision on it, and you'll have a great time. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.